Okay, so we're gonna get into this. We're gonna get into this. Trust. You see what's on the background. You see what's underneath the thing. Exclusive new footage shows Renee Good, Ram ICE officer with car, paid to sabotage Minneapolis ICE. I don't know about that. That's some clickbait right there. She put in there. That last part is speculative. It's clickbait, bro. Okay, that's not real. I don't know if she was paid or not paid. I do know that I gotta take a dab right now to start off the stream. And so I've watched it a little bit. I've watched a little people. I watched Asmon's little clip, Asmon Gold's little clip of freaking, look, she hit him. And like, you know, he's like super feels justified, I'm sure, right now. And still, like, you have to comprehend, I watched the video over and over. I replayed that specific part. I listened to the sound of him getting hit before the gunshot. And then you have to think, still, I don't have the cross reference, right? So like, if we can put this video and the video of where his legs are in the other shot, in the other angles, you're going to see that that's weird that he's backing up, but then leans forward to get hit by the car while his legs are moving backwards still. That makes no sense.
What I'm saying here, people, is that there's not enough evidence yet. It's fueling division. Wake up.
So let's just say this Melanie King, she is super religious. Don't let that throw you off. So, like, we're sticking to the story. I'm not going to try to get lost in explaining how delusional she is because of religion. Religion is part of the control system. Okay? Everything in duality is a part of the control system because duality is the control system. Until people start recognizing that, well, I don't know what to tell you. Language is going to manipulate you. Let's get going. Oh, that was the wrong one.
New body cam footage obtained.
Hold on. All right.
Obtained and released by Alpha News shows the moments before Renee Nicole Good tried to run the ICE officer over with her car. You can see she's blocking traffic and screaming at the officer moments before she...
See, this is the thing about people's ability to use their senses. Who is this? Santron Jack Tron Prime on Twitter is saying she's blocking traffic and screaming at the officers. Now, see, look, the screaming part isn't real because she wasn't screaming. She was talking in a regular tone. And then let's continue.
She drove into him and then crashed. It is exactly as what we've been saying. She was a paid agitator that tried to take out a member of law enforcement. The agent acted purely in self-defense, especially considering the same officer was involved in a very similar situation 6 months ago while trying to apprehend a illegal alien with a rap sheet. So let's take a look at this. This was just released, guys. So I want to...
Right. See, that's what I'm saying. All the factors leading it. She's gonna cover some of the factors already. Let me get her. Let her stop talking.
Play it for you.
Get out of the car. Fucking bitch.
And then he calls her a bitch at the end, bro. That's crazy, bro. And like, look at what the way he, I don't know, bro. It's gonna wait a couple days. I'm not gonna try to make an opinion right now because I was already kind of wrong. She doesn't hit him. Like, she doesn't hit him. Like, but like, this video angle isn't good enough. It needs to be like side by side with the other angles. Like timed up, linked time.
I'm not mad at you. Show your face. I'm not mad at you. That's okay. We don't change our plates every morning, just so you know. It'll be the same plate when you come talk to us later. That's fine. U.S. citizen, former fucking veteran. You want to come at us? You want to come at us? I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Out of the car. Get out of the fucking car. Get out of the car.
Whoa.
Fucking bitch.
Like, look, okay, for one, it's hard to tell how much he got hit by the car, if he even got hit by the car, because the first shot is immediate, and then after she goes past him, he shoots 2 more times.
So very clearly from that, at least you can hear and you can see that she hit him with her car, which is what a lot of people believe. I also think this is a psyop, guys, because if you don't know about the number 33, just so you know, this happened on 33rd Street in Minneapolis, and then the officer needed 33 stitches. There's a lot of distractions right now, but there is more about this woman that you need to know about.
And the truth comes out. So you know Renee Good, that lady in Minneapolis who the officer neutralized when she tried to run him over? The New York Post is reporting an exclusive that details how she wasn't just an innocent bystander like the left would like you to believe. Shocker! She was a full-on anti-ICE warrior in a group called ICE Watch. That's a group who is trained to document and resist immigration enforcement. Now we understand why her wife was standing outside the vehicle recording everything. We're talking whistles, horns, blocking streets, and yes, some have even rammed agents with cars. How did a mother of 3 get involved with such a group, you say? Well, through her 6-year-old's charter school. This place has been all about social justice since the 70s, teaching kids activism. They would even have kids fantasize about Trump's heart growing 3 times the size. After she and her wife fled to Canada after the horrible election of 2024, they came back and moved to Minneapolis, a sanctuary city, where she joined these trained resistors harassing ICE all day. Another mother at this charter school shared all of this information with the New York Post, saying she was a warrior and she left this world doing what was right.
Okay.
Wild.
Now, let me show you. He's just kind of funny with it. But yeah, so that was her. And I'm going back to this really quickly because I want to show you the person, the one that was going off on the police right there and filming. That is the wife. Okay. So they are actually paid agitators. They go from place to place, and this is part of what they do. Is we know all of these protesters are paid. I've shown that before. It's never organic. Like, I mean, never organic. Millions and millions of dollars have been spent on paying these people to cause a scene, to kind of show activism.
Bro, the whole thing, your whole reality. I don't even know how to say it. Like, it's crazy how. Like, I don't know how to comment on this anymore because both sides are insane. Okay, the cop that shot her, he's crazy. The chick that's instigating is crazy. Like, do you see what I'm saying? Can you guys not see that? Like, both sides of the situation are crazy, and neither side should be even acting like this. Or needing to act like this.
And the resistance, right? They're paid opposition. But I have more.
Hey, just a little tidbit about the left's new hero. Yeah, she only has custody of one of her kids. And the reason she only has custody of one is that her domestic partner, a woman, yeah, she likes to beat the shit out of kids and put cigarettes out on their arm. And she chose that woman over her kids. Yeah, the court was basically like, hold on, if you're going to stay with her, you don't get to keep the kids. And she was like, yeah, that's fine. So when people were asking, why was this mother not at home taking care of her children? It's because her children were taken away from her. Because her partner likes to beat the shit out of them and use their fucking arms as ashtrays. It's amazing to me that every...
Right. I love this. This is just, okay, the older millennial. He's talking, where has this been documented? I don't know. There's a lot to get into. Let's just go.
Hero of the left turns out to be an awful human being. Like, that sounds surprising, but it's...
there's many horrible people in the world currently right now. Horrible people, and they're not who you think I'm talking about.
It's a reality, because anybody that would believe in...
What we're seeing here, the officer and the woman and the wife and everyone involved in this situation, all of them are mental slaves and are being puppeted like chess pieces on a chessboard. her dying, him shooting, 33 stitches, from him getting ran down, all of it. All of it was puppeted for you to do.
The ideology that the left believes. Anybody that would take action and try to run over a federal agent, yeah, I could assume that they were an idiotic piece of shit. But I have to say that the level of choosing your partner over your children, of staying with someone who likes to beat the shit out of your kids, that's a new level.
And I want to say, this is unsubstantiated. Like, I've tried to find any documentation that shows this. This is going all over on social media. So again, this is allegedly, I don't know if it's for sure, but a lot of people are saying this. They are talking about it, that is the reason she lost custody of her kids. She's been married 3 times. The third, her last ex-husband, he actually died, and it seems to be under strange circumstances. People aren't sure. There's a lot of mystery behind why he died, but she has a 6-year-old, right? And so that 6-year-old, when she married this woman, well, that's who they have custody of. But allegedly, she doesn't have the 2 oldest. They went to the father, which is rare. So they went to the oldest because it is said that she's abusive. And then with this other child, well, they ended up staying with them because that father died. And so by default, then they got to keep the 6-year-old. But again, what? I'm not sure. Either way you look at this,
what? That doesn't even make sense. Been out there. Hold on. I know a thing or two about, child care services. So that doesn't make sense right there. Okay. You're telling me that the first husband somehow won custody because the wife was abusive. Fair. The second part doesn't make no sense, because if they thought that she was unfit enough for those 2 children not to be there, well, just because the father is deceased doesn't mean CPS won't just take that child away from her and put him in the foster care so they can make money off the child, bouncing him around from foster home to foster home. You see what I'm saying? So that doesn't make no sense. If they wouldn't let her keep one child and not the other ones, they would take all of them away simultaneously, bro.
Should not have had her car. This was something that she wasn't just an innocent bystander. They were paid agitators. This is what they do. They go out there.
Well, no, now look. Okay, look. I'm going to make a statement now. I'm just going to get it out of the way. Do I think the lady deserved to die for being a Karen and paid to agitate ICE officers? And basically semi-quasi protest the ICE officers? No. Should she be put in jail for some sort of crime right there in that instance with the officer? Yes. Do I know what that crime should be? No. I definitely don't think she deserved to die based on the footage we've seen so far.
And try to do this to law enforcement, make the news, make a lot of fuss, and try to create a hero, which you see now the left is taking up banners and arms for.
The left and the right are crazy together. Yay. I'll say it again like this.
The left and the right are crazy together. They're both fucking crazy. And I'm the fucking alien and has to tell everybody about it. When are you gonna start listening to me?
For her to be a hero when essentially their entire goal is to obstruct law enforcement. And if you don't know, yes, ICE is law enforcement. And if you put your behind out there, this is something that can happen. And especially if you
see, this is the other sad thing, is because people are sitting there, like even her, right? She's like, oh, they're law enforcement. They have authority. I'm a brainwashed moron when it comes to the law. Oh, I guess this is a good time to pop out and do this. Okay, look, let's see. I looked it up, bro. Look, yes, there are limited lawful reasons why ICE can stop or detain a U.S. citizen, but not for immigration enforcement itself. Here's a clean breakdown. ICE cannot detain a U.S. citizen for being unlawfully present because citizens can't be unlawfully present. Do you see what I'm saying? So regardless that she was agitating them and blocking traffic and unpleasantly being there, the ICE agents cannot stop or detain a citizen under. Let me make sure I read that. Yet ICE agents can stop and detain a citizen under other legal authorities, just like other federal enforcement officers. Right. When ICE can stop or detain a U.S. citizen, non-immigration federal crimes, ICE agents, especially HSI, Homeland Security investigations, are federal law enforcement officers. They can stop or detain a U.S. citizen if they have reasonable suspicion of a federal crime. I'm pretty sure the officers didn't have that didn't happen. Probable cause to think that a crime has occurred. Nope, that hadn't happened. Or a warrant. So do you see these three reasons right here are the examples: drug trafficking, human trafficking, money laundering, child exploitation, weapons smuggling, fraud, or cybercrime. Now, unless these officers had suspicion that these two women were under one of these subjectives, they did not have the right to touch their car. They didn't have the right to stop them. They didn't have the right to interact with them. And so, yes, did she kind of quasi hit him as she was trying to flee the scene? Yes. Did it seem... One second. Okay, I'm back. My bad. I apologize. A roommate wanted to borrow my scooter. I was talking about how ICE agents didn't have a reasonable, articulable, probable anything to detain. Now, I get it. They were being Karens, bro. I get it, bro. They were Karens. They were paid to be there. Agitators, protesters, whatever you want to fucking call them, bro. ICE agents didn't have the authority at that moment in that space because they were blocking traffic. Okay. They were blocking traffic. Okay, think about it this way. We're going to break it down. I just went to court, bro. I just went to court about traffic, right? And I'll get to explaining what happened with that in a moment. After this. Okay. Look. She was blocking traffic. Traffic violation has nothing to do with an ICE agent, okay? And son of a bitch, I forgot to hit record. That's all right. I'm going to hit record right now, and I can download the video, and I can piece it together. Anyways, so look, they can detain you for mistaken identity, but it can only be brief and reasonable. Prolonged detention of a citizen under immigration authority can violate 4th, 5th federal civil rights statutes. Joint operations with agencies, ICE often worked with FBI, DEA, ATF, local police. Right. The local police in Minneapolis don't like them. So they weren't helping them. Do you see what I'm saying? Obviously. And then this is just a bunch of a ChatGPT telling me nonsense. We can get back to the video.
Try to ram them or hit them with your car. She wasn't afraid. She wasn't nervous. She wasn't innocent bystander. No, this is something that she does consistently.
Yeah, you could tell she was very calm, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, she was very calm. In that video, you could tell she was very calm. And, I need to bring up another. Hold on, bro. I just need to go to here. I clicked the button, bro. No, that's probably not a good thing to search. Wow, dude, Tim the tool man, whoever this guy is, that's crazy, bro. Look right here. Look. Yeah, bro. Look. What? Okay. Okay. This dude is blocking how much space is potentially between the front of her car and this officer. And then you go slightly forward. And look, her tire is now straight. Okay? Obviously, this is after the little spin, right? Because this ground is slippery, right? That I'm pretty sure the spin after she backs up is due to the ground being slippery, not because she's trying to run over the cop. And then the tire is straight right here, and his foot is moving to his right, and she is going to his left, her right. See, step. He's taking a step right there to the left, and her tire at the same time he's taking the step to his right, and she is turning her wheel to her right. So in this moment, they are taking opposite directions. Now she's moving forward. He's trying to get the door open. And again, he's obstructing. Look, 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 look. Ooh. 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 Do you not see that? Oh my goodness. This needs to go. Okay. Can I zoom in on this? Why am I at 110 zoom? I don't know. But that's fine. All right, look. Do you notice something right there? Do you notice what's happening right there? Look, 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 look. Look. I want to see if you can figure it out. Can you figure it out? Look at where his right arm is. Right? Look at the angle. He is pulling his gun out right there. Look. Dude's head is in the way, right? But look at where his phone is. Do you see that? His phone, his arm is not like by his body. His arm is out over her car as she's turning, bro. So when you see the angle from his phone, look at this angle right here. He's pushing he's holding his phone out over her car. So wouldn't he then in fact be putting himself in danger by putting his phone out in front of her? He's pulling his gun. Dude, this is wild to think about. He's pulling his gun simultaneously while keeping the camera in front of her car while she's trying to go right. Let's continue. Look, again, look how far the phone is over her car. Again, that's very hard to see what is happening right there. Okay. If I think about how this car is shaped, this leg is out of the way of being hit at all. But his upper body was over and his legs were going back. So he was like kind of, I don't know, it's very hard to describe how he was motioning his body right there. Here, he's already shot her. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, right here, he already shot her. So this is apparently after he got hit. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so this is where he's getting hit, but he's not. But did he? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, did she hit him, or did he just get hit by the car as she was trying to leave because he didn't move? Do you know what I'm saying? Because she was pretty calm about the situation. As he was walking around and she was talking to him, she sounded very calm. Her wife, on the other hand, was kind of hyped up. Do you know what I'm saying? She was a little amped up. I ain't gonna lie. She was amped up. Well, let's just go back to the. Let's go. I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. This is highly, highly crazy, bro. Hold on, let's just watch it in real time. Oh, this isn't in real time. This is in slow motion. You've seen that, right? Okay. I hope you saw that this time. I'm gonna play it again. So even though it's in slow motion, right? You see how his arm with the camera comes out this way. So his feet are going opposite direction his arm is going. So he's keeping the camera. I don't know. All right. Let's see what else she has to say about this.
A
There's lot
group
more.
that they're part of, even the school that her 6-year-old attends, this is what they're about.
And yes, that ICE agent in Minnesota was defending himself. What the hell is wrong with y'all? What wasn't y'all watching? Was our ass watching the same video? And why was she blocking off the street? Y'all getting y'all ass on this internet talking about she was a mother of 3. She knew she was a mother of 3 before she pulled the shit she pulled. Why was she blocking off the street? Why did she try to pull off when the agent was holding on to her car?
See, this is the issue with everyone not doing enough research. As I just showed you, those ICE agents actually, regardless of what she was doing by blocking the street, had no authority to approach her car. If anything, those ICE agents needed to call the local police department and say, hey, we have someone out here blocking traffic. It's a traffic violation, bro. It's not a part of their group of taking care. That it's not part of their responsibilities, bro. It's there. You know, the law enforcement is very structured. You know what I mean? They have a lot of rules, bro, and policies, and they follow all these little procedures and all this stuff, right? Yet, why is it that I can... Here, I'll go back just in case you didn't see. Look, right here. Reasonable suspicion of a federal crime, probable cause to believe a crime has occurred, or a warrant. That's the only time. Look, it says right here, ICE cannot detain a U.S. citizen for being unlawfully present because a citizen can't be.
She tried to run them over. What is going on? We all seen the same video. Stop this shit.
Right. We all seen the same video, but everyone's brainwashed at a different level.
And the same ones on this internet screaming for the federal agent, the ICE agent, to get locked up because he defended himself. Y'all ass was just on this internet and still is on this internet making fun of Charlie Kirk because of what happened to him, because your ass got butt hurt because he told y'all ass the truth. Y'all still spitting on that man's grave? Talking about, oh, he was racist because he was honest. He was honest with everybody, not just the black community. But again, when people tell y'all that...
This is a stretch. He, like, connecting the Charlie Kirk thing and this together. Well, I mean, he's talking about the left. That she knows how... The reason why he's connecting Charlie Kirk to what just happened is because he's not talking about Charlie Kirk or what just happened. He's using both these topics to talk about the left. The division is real, people.
Shit y'all don't want to hear. Y'all want to assassinate their character. Y'all want to destroy their legacies. Y'all talking about, oh, she was a mother of 3. Again, she knew she was a mother of 3 before she decided to go out there and like, hey, let me go over here and run some motherfuckers over. What is wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all? Stop this victim shit. Even if it wasn't a federal agent, what do you think gonna happen if you try to run over somebody with a firearm? Do you think that's smart? She knew exactly.
I love how the narrative is she was trying to run him over. Like that cannot even be possible. Like the way her car drove, bro. Okay, here we're gonna.
It was
This is what it looks like when someone runs someone over. What happened a little bit ago? What was it? Protesters ran over by car. Let's see. Is this a split in the, like, you know what I mean? 20 miles an hour. What is it? 10 miles an hour easily in a second? Any car can do that? If you're 2 feet in front of the car, bro, do you think you're going to have time to get out of the way if they slam down on the fucking gas and accelerate the car right into you? No.
what she was doing. And all the people out there complaining. Why the hell y'all ain't try to intervene and tell her ass to get out the intersection? Why it take for the ICE agents to pull up and do all that? Y'all like getting out there causing a disturbance, and then as soon as some shit hit the fan, then y'all ass want to start the waterworks. But always remember, before y'all start this performative shit, all this weird ass marching and shit, y'all are not the party of peace. We seen y'all real sad before the incident with Charlie Kirk. But y'all really showed y'all ass around that time. Again, say them goddamn tears. Respect law enforcement. Respect authority. What y'all think gonna happen? Come on now, I'm not even a federal agent. I'm telling you, if you try to run me over and I got that hot shit on me, trust me, it ain't gonna end well.
So I believe a lot of this, you saw that she wasn't just sitting there. They were purposely filming. They wanted something to happen, guys. You see this. This is why you have the cell phone footage, why the wife is right there. They do this for a living. I just want to make that clear. Okay. And clearly.
Yeah, they were paid Karens, bro. We get it. I love how neither her nor the people she's showing can seem to step back from the situation and look at it objectively without emotion. Like, and critically think about the situation, bro. Yes, they're paid Karens. They're there to antagonize the cops. The question is, does that woman deserve to die for antagonizing officers? And then on top of that, they don't even have the authority. So that guy was like, respect the authority. What authority? They didn't have the authority to be there doing that to those women. The women, however, have the right to protest, right? To some degree, right? And like blocking the traffic, right, is something that the local cops should have took care of, not the federal agents. That's all I'm saying. See? That's all I'm saying. Is yes, they were doing something wrong. The federal agents were also doing something wrong. And if you can't be clear about how both sides in this situation that just happened, both sides were clearly breaking the law. Do you see what I'm saying?
She rammed into the officer. They told her, gave her a legal, not a legal suggestion, but they told her what she needed to do. They have.
She corrected herself and then needed to do. I gotta type. Look, I do this for everything else, so I might as well do it on here too. So is that 10:10? It is confirmed that ICE had no authority to approach her car as per their policy and laws that the ICE agents must follow. So in this moment, both parties were breaking the law together. And if you cannot see this, you are delusional.
Have the legal authority. She decided to just hit them and try to peel out of there, I guess, to cause a scene. I'm not sure what she was doing, but she was not afraid.
I muted my
this
camera,
is something
bro.
that they do commonly. Now, so a new release video shows officers acted in self-defense, Minneapolis police starting to walk back the tone. So let's take a look. It's just music on this, so I'm not going to play it, the sound, but you can see what's going on.
See, he leaned.
It's clear as day. She hits him. We heard her hit him. Now we have two angles of her hitting the officer when we can even hear her hitting the officer, and they're going to act accordingly. This is not, again, some innocent bystander. But
again, you're changing the narrative, bro, for your little story.
This, when we can even hear her hitting the officer, we have two angles of her hitting.
No. I need to slow it down.
No.
Look. Look at this. He is leaning on her car. Was it this one? Look. I'm going to show you. Look. Standing upright. She goes to drive. Instead of moving completely out of the way, he takes a step back, right? Then takes another step back and leans against her car. Please tell me how he's being hit by a car he's leaning on. Look. He's both his feet are back. You just watched it. Look. Both his feet are leaning back. Look at the angle of his upper body, bro. See? So he's leaning on her car as she drives. Like, you can't make that move. Look, how is he making that gesture? That's impossible without him leaning on the car. He's touching the car already. See? Look, touching the car already. He has his hand right here. Right here, he's touching the car. So this right here, instead of touching the car, he could have moved out of the way. He could have moved out of the way right here. So instead of touching the car, he could have moved. So right here, look. Car moving. Car moving. Car moving. He has ample time. Look, this whole time right here, he can move out of the way. And as I showed you from the other angle, he leaned his freaking camera over her car. So he put himself in front of her car, even though he had an opportunity to move out of the way. I'm fucking telling you people, bro. I know what I'm fucking saying, bro. There's no way you can say, yes, she hit him with the car. Look, no doubt. Look, I'm gonna agree right now. I'll just get that out of the way. Yes, what seems like hitting her with him with the car isn't as cut and dry as everyone is liking to like make it or whatever. You can clearly see that he was leaning on the car, and you got to think from the other angle, you could tell that he was already kind of on the side of the car. So right here, he's already kind of on the side of the car, yet leaning on the car. And then this is definitely leaning. Like he's leaning, like he's trying to stop the car. Like he has the ability to just, I'm going to be the Hulk and stop you from driving away. So who's the idiot here? She's obviously an idiot because the situation did demand for her to drive away at all. All I know is this is insane, bro. It's insane, bro. This is insane. And then look, everyone is so worried about this now. No one's paying attention to the Somalian fraud that just happened in Minnesota or Minneapolis. Right? Look, notice how everyone seems to just forget about the fraud, the Somalian fraud, the millions upon billions upon millions upon millions of dollars that were stolen in fraud because of this. So you don't think that like this was to create division? Do you not get someone it's so frustrating, bro, because like you guys don't get, bro. They really will kill you out here just to make sure you lose the ability to be united. Notice how the Somalian fraud started getting everyone to start ask questions and like, hey, bro, what's actually going on here? And now those same people that were starting to come together to ask questions are now divided because of this. All by design, people. You guys don't get it. I'm attempting to explain. I really am.
Officer.
Oh, I forgot it was in slow-mo. My bad. Wow, I didn't know I was gonna take this long to get through this video.
When we can even hear her hitting the officer, and they're going to act accordingly. This is not, again, some innocent bystander. But once again, what are they using this to do? To cause all the more riots, more protests, to drum up all this support. And it's under false pretenses, but this is what they do. They want to divide and conquer and also keep us distracted. This is one of the main goals that they have. And this is why all of these protesters that are out there, they are paid agents. They are paid actors to do these things. So while they're out there doing all of this protesting and
I just want to reiterate, I am not an actor. I've never been an actor. Well, I've done background work for Hollywood in television shows, but I'm not an actor. I'm not credited as an actor for anything. And I'll never be an actor. You'll never see me as an actor, listed as an actor. And I will never sit here and talk about any other human being doing anything as, oh, you're a bad actor, or you're a good actor, that's a bad faith actor. Da, da, da. That's brainwashing, bro. You out here calling other people actors because you've been brainwashed to do so.
Trying to drum up new support in order to go against ICE officers, to go against law enforcement, to create that narrative, to create that divide. That, guys, we're in those times. I've told you we're in the last days. We're going to see more chaos. We're going to see more disruption. But it says, leftist woman says she feels wrong for paying her respects to Renee Good because she's a white woman who's privileged. It's so deranged. Like it's such confusion. It's such confusion. Like I said, their ideologies do not match up. They will be out there protesting to try to protect Muslim or Islamic terrorists taking over the country and protect their rights, all while these people promote Sharia law, genital mutilation of girls, marrying children in Somalia. Even here we are seeing those things, and yet they claim to stand up for women's rights and all. Like, we see these contradictions. So they're out there protesting for this woman, but yet, well, we really feel bad about it because she's white, so she's privileged.
So I mean, I'm just walking around kind of just dazed-eyed because I was like, I don't know if it's the right thing to do. It feels kind of wrong being here in some way. I don't know why.
And why do you think? Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know, like, where that stems from. Like, I don't. I mean, part of it is being like a white woman that I'm privileged and I have a lot of privilege. So I feel like white tears are not always something that's helpful or necessary when Black and brown people have been experiencing this for a long time. This isn't new for them, and so
last time I checked, tears are clear, lady.
I don't know if that makes any sense in that way.
How did you decide that you should be here? Or are you still figuring that out?
Well, I work like 2 miles from here, so driving by just, I don't, you know, it was like, I'm here. I'm 2 miles. I can stop.
This lady.
So, I mean, I'm just walking around kind of just days-eyed because...
This lady just said white tears. Bro, you're racing tears. You're racializing tears. You hear that? That's insane. Last time I checked, every being has tears. You know what I mean? I've seen cows cry. You know what I'm saying? Those cows' tears are clear as white tears, as clear as black tears. And to be honest, no one's white or no one's black because that's duality. It's division. It's designed to meet and I don't know what I was saying. I don't know what I was going to go with that. My bad. I don't know where I was going with that. All I know is white and black ain't colors. They never were colors. They've never been colors. And everyone's been brainwashed to think they are colors. So that way they think the pigment of their skin is one of those two things. But I don't know about you, but you see that white wall behind me? I'm never going to be that white because I'm not white. No white in my skin. I have peach and red and pale. See, those are those are 3 colors.
Like, are we living in reality? This is
No, you're not. You're living in a false one. I'm attempting to help you.
the most deranged. Like, they're confused with them in themselves. It's the same people who are out there supporting Maduro, who basically tortured brown people in Venezuela, but they are actually wanting him to be free, and not only free, but they were wanting him to actually become president of the United States. They agree with what he's doing, even though he has tortured,
what is he talking about?
I mean, destroyed Venezuela and the people there. But we know why they don't care, because that is a Christian country.
Did she say that Somalia wants Maduro to be president of the United States? Did I hear that correctly?
Majority of the people in Venezuela are Christian or Catholic. And so they don't really care. They actually want this dictator to come back out and to go either be back in his country to torture his people more, or to be in the U.S. and to run the United States. None of it makes sense. But while that's going on, there's even more that doesn't make sense. This is different. This is a different video, but I'll just show you briefly. It says Commander Bavino and his team are now making arrests outside the Somali Quality Learning Center in Minneapolis.
Bitches.
Where's Highlander? This is wild, bro. So, 23-year-old YouTuber busts open a major fraud scam in Minneapolis. Now a woman is dead, and they're arresting people at the center he went to. One of them.
I don't know.
He's the champion of shit. How many fucking cats beat us? Get the fuck out of here.
You're such a fucking coward. No one was coming.
Yes, you fucking are.
That's why you fucking asked up to the fucking fucking stupid.
Abducting people.
Pull your mask down.
Can you get him somewhere?
You know what's weird is why, like, okay, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's very weird, right? Like, they're all masked up, but then there's that one dude that's not masked up. And it's like, why is he like, I'm cool, bro. I don't need to have a mask on. But everyone else on his crew is like, I'm masking up. Watch out for that kid. This is insane, bro.
So they're out there defending these Somalis. Well, we have found billions of dollars of fraud. And this isn't just taking from the government. No, they are taking from children with autism, taking from families in need, taking from everyone, and sending money more than the GDP of Somalia within a year over back to Somalia and to fund Islamic Muslim terrorists. These same Somalis who are marrying children, who are mutilating the genitals of girls there where women are oppressed. But these same people are now trying to, like, what? Do you understand how insane that is? It goes against this ideology that they supposedly have. Like, we have found billions of dollars to go all the way up, okay, in Minneapolis to Tim Walz, to Ilhan Omar, and they are funding terrorists who marry child brides as young as 6 years old.
You said that.
But yet,
the world is insane.
ICE is the problem. Okay. All right.
ICE is part of the problem.
So I already showed you guys that. There's another video I wanted to show you. Hold on. Okay, I had to pull that up, but it says
the reason why ICE is part of the problem is because all the governments of the world are tyrannical. And instead of everybody recognizing that, hey, you've given up your power and free will to authority that's tyrannical and insane and brainwashed. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, the police think that they rule you and they have authority over you. And that's not how it works. Like, I am not ruled by the police. The police work to protect me. They work for me. They take on the job of the responsibility of protecting the citizens of the country, right? So I don't work for the government. Do you see what I'm saying? At least as far as I was aware, I don't work for the government, right? So how would the government have any authority over me or any authority to do anything to me unless I was breaking and doing a crime, right? Now, in this situation, particularly, both sides were breaking the law, apparently. Even traffic laws are questionable, some of them. I don't know. It's a very slippery slope. This isn't a cut and dry black and white case, as most of the world in this country, or rather not the world, in this country is taking it, right? And look, it's massive division again. Yay, look, you guys got distracted. But look, the system is beginning to get more crazy. Because, see, the system decided to actually kill somebody. Like a regular person. Like, do you gotta comprehend? It's gonna start killing a lot more regular people to attempt to keep you all divided and distracted and not united. Not joking, bro. The Somalia fraud started bringing everybody together, except for the people out here that think that ICE is like bad or whatever. I don't know, bro. I ain't trying to get into that type of politics, right? I'm pretty sure if you're here illegally, then you probably shouldn't be here. But then again, I don't know. I think all those governments and this whole reality that we exist in called duality isn't real. It's made up and now propagated, and all this thing that's happening is to keep it going as much as possible. Even though it can't keep going any longer. You're a 3-part makeup. You're made of neutral, positive, and negative. There's no way you can exist in duality because duality is only 2 of those 3 energies. And you can't just like, oh, snap your fingers and say neutral doesn't exist. It's provable that neutral exists.
FAFO in Minneapolis. A woman hit a Border Patrol vehicle with agents inside while another spit on it. And both of them felt the wrath of Border Patrol's tactical unit. Let me just say this. With this woman dying, with this woman doing the same thing, people are still out here doing this. Because what did I say? They've got to earn their check. They are out here paid. They don't care about loss of life. They don't care about, real activism. They are just out here just to create noise, create chaos. And I think a lot of them want to be looked at as some martyr or some hero. because they're just deranged. Honestly, it's demonic. I really believe a lot of these people are demonically possessed.
See, look, do you see what I'm saying? She's insane. She's just as insane as them. I'm going to say right now, I think these people are demonically possessed. Bro, demons aren't fucking real. Wake up, people. Everyone has been brainwashed with language going back at least 12,000 years.
Step back. You hit a vehicle.
You know, okay, look. She hit a vehicle with what? Her hand? What?
Child. Okay, so this is another thing. It says an autonomous zone has been declared by leftists in Minneapolis and is being referred to as a no-go zone for police. This zone spans for several blocks and residents are barred from driving to their homes. So they are blocking people from their homes. The federal government must end this. So I'll just let you guys see a little bit of it.
Wow, bro. I mean, like... This is about to get so much crazier, bro.
Okay, so that's a little bit longer. I'm gonna have to show it in another video, but I just want you to see the anarchy that's out there. But all of this is fake. I'm not talking about...
That is not anarchy. That's chaos. There's a difference. Anarchy is not chaos. Anarchy is like growing a garden in your backyard, bro. That's fucking anarchy. See, I like, man. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm kind of glad I stopped doing research on language manipulation right now. I took a break. I'm super happy. Like, half the things she says, I feel I have to correct her because she doesn't get that what she is persisting out her mouth is equally as crazy as what she's reacting to. Yet, because her perspective doesn't think so, she can't grasp that what she's saying is as crazy as what's happening and what she's seeing. Oh, man. I think I might just disappear for a little bit so I can go finish writing my book. I don't know, mate. I don't know, but my resolution was to stream every day, and I've done a good job. I've made it, what? This is day 9, and I've streamed every day, at least somewhat. Yesterday it was just on my phone, but I got it done, but that's because I went to court yesterday, and that actually, like, you know, I'm done with this video. Look, I'm done with this video. Cool. Peace out, lady. I'll look at you again and react more to you, obviously, because I have to get my information from somewhere, and I'm not going to do it from mainstream media.